Alright, flawless. This is the one. This is the flawless run for me. As with Primordialis yesterday, you have a really good run, and then after you die, you kind of enter that, like, man, you don't have the focus you had before. Spring Crown, Jar of Quicksilver, though. They're like, jars are good. Get flawed on. What's going on, Jim? See, ghosts are such a bummer. Like, I don't want to deal with witches. They have a ranged attack and they generate ghosts that I need to focus my fire on. Like, they're one of the worst things to deal with in the early floors. And they take 2 shots to kill. They're huge bummers. Like, I want a Jar of Quicksilver. Jar of Quicksilver is good. Or even an Ankh. I guess, you know what? There is a bag of spikes here. I could shoot ghosts. Spikes can take care of other problems. There we go. Alright, the first word hint, of course, was this is an animal. The second word hint was this animal was used in Metal Gear Solid 5 as a bit of a motif. And Kojima really followed through with that one a great deal in Death Stranding 1, and even more so in Death Stranding 2. Capybara. Enchanting dagger. Okay. Okay.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone says the secret word, right? Scream!
That's right! Scream real loud! I wonder if Moby Dick is his favorite book. Because, like, Metal Gear Solid 5, there's countless references to Moby Dick. And in Death Stranding 2, the book is in the game, and they talk about it at length as well. I think he really likes the whole obsession with vengeance experience. It's like a major theme in a bunch of his stuff. Alright, so Veil Piercer's Monocle, incredible item. It'd be nice to have. Aether Lord Staff would be good, Hallucinant Explorer Staff would be good. But an Enchanting Dagger is a somewhat hard to find item. And if we had it, it would be excellent for later on. It's not going to be like super handy dandy now, but like later in the run, ooh, it'll do some serious work for us. Ba ba bo ba boo boo. It was either Moby Dick or 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Call me Ishmael. All right. We got a jar. That jar is good. Keeps our trees healthy, wealthy, and wise. Enchanting Dagger is going to be very strong later. If we could just get, like, some silken sandals. You didn't like Moby Dick? I've never read it, but it's on my list of like, I should really read this. Hallucinogenic spore staff. It's a good one. It's a real good one. But there are things I would rather have, I think. Mystic Fang is one of the things I want. Problem is we have boggarts. And we have worm balls. Is there some place I could have a little bit of time to set up before things get too out of hand? I got my teleporter, I suppose. Like, as nice as a Mystic Fang is, an easier floor means we stay alive. Like Satyr, Bomber, Gosha. This is a much easier floor. Polar Bears are pretty tanky. Wormball splits. Boggarts take half damage from my spell. And they have a shield. Like, this just seems like a frustrating floor. And our one teleport won't be enough. Whereas Go should take 2 shots. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, we can collect some portal keys to avoid problems in the future. We will not take a Frostpew Spider, that's for sure. But also, like, pets are good. He can pull aggro while we wait for the trees to grow. Come on, trees. Come on, trees. We got one. We got one. There was like a whale or something in it. Curse you, whale! Oh, why would you do this? The one problem, of course, being the Gosha. Two-turn cooldown. I don't think he has a melee attack. All the same, though, we don't want to, like, stick around. In the interest of making sure I do not die. I will hide. Where no Gosha could reach me. Get out of here! No one wants you here! Gross little satyrs, hit the road! You smell funny. You're not wearing pants. Gotta pack that crackle pipe. Take revenge on a whale is dumb. You have to go to the whale in the first place. Man, I will take revenge on inanimate objects, so I completely understand. Exotic pet. Exotic pet. Reroll. Hourglass. Exotic pet. Frost, fire, fire, soul mail. Well, soul mail critically gets me shields. That said, there are some problematic units here. But we could also kind of hide from them. If I stand right here, don't have to worry about anyone being able to shoot me. Grow my trees. Starting spots like this are pretty much the dream. Old Man in the Sea. It's like the same story, but you want to see the old man win. I'll get Herman Melville on the horn. Alright, not even worth taking pot shots at them. They're just healing themselves and each other. Now it's my life's work to kill that son of a bitching whale. Like, eventually, all of the trees will turn into adult trees. And then these spike beasts, sorry, these spore beasts will be screwed. Unless they have already achieved, like, a critical mass of, healing with each other.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, what about adultery? Did I say something about adultery? This whataboutism won't stand. They formed a perfect triangle of healing. Oh my god, you guys are so annoying! Alright, as more trees mature, they'll take more damage in the end. Eventually, we should get out of this loop. I gotta wait for one of them to be weak enough that my magic missile could finish the job. Ah, let's just hold this down. Also, you redeem piece of candy. I got, once again, from the Czech Republic. Tomato and herb flavored pretzels. Racha Blinky! Racha Blinky! Racha Blinky. I hate them. I hate them so much. I like pretzels, so I'm excited. Turn 1 million. Still, the spore beast persist. Like, I gotta go pee. I might just leave the game going and see if I'm through this by the time I'm done peeing. Oh yeah. Now these are good. I'm waiting for the two that are underneath them to mature into trees. What's taking them so long? That would really help out. Please? They're really slowing down the whole experience, too. That was all one turn, right? Like, this is the length of a turn. God damn. I need this guy to be injured. I gotta wait for him to be around 11 hit points. 20's not good enough. He's been there a couple of times. Come on. The order of which everyone gets hit needs to be just right. Like, the guy on top has been there a few times, but I can't see that guy. Oh my god. In perfect health, repeatedly. Every time they get hit, 30% chance to heal everybody. They get hit so much! It's rapid fire stuff. Whoop, back up to full health. $19. Just had to get lucky, huh? God, why? Why, Jesus? Oh, one of the trees matured. Just hold this button down. Like, I am beyond safe. Nothing can hurt me. So we're just gonna turbo our way through and see what happens. As the game speed gets slower. Oh, they're all dead! We did it! Come on. I chose the safe floor and starting spot, but not the fast one, that's for sure. Think we're safe now? There we go. There we go. Bring down turbo. Get rid of all this stuff. Take the soul mail. That'll get me some shields. Memory staff, drill shoes, either one of those. It's an old witch. Fairly large threat radius on the old witch. But we have a fairly safe starting spot over here. Go get him, bag of spikes. Do you think the giant spore beast is just a bunch of smaller spore beasts that got trapped and grew together? Yes. 100%. Alright, I've ensconced myself in my trees. I am now safe. I don't believe any of the old witches will be able to get close enough to actually hurt me. And we have 2 shields. Yeah. Go, my trees. I love watching them spread. Alright. And like I said, floor 6, this is around when things fairly stabilize. As long as there's some living minions that we can kill, we can get a couple of shields. It's not as good as just starting with the shields, which is our last armor, but we'll just aim for silken sandals, ideally. Otherwise, we're gonna need, like, siphon shields or memory shielding. Go and get him. Well, today was the day Andrew's officially quit his job now. He's probably out here celebrating. I only just saw your message in Discord 421, but if you can hear me right now, sure. I could send you to the thing I'm using if you want. Yay, Andrew! Why is that good? Which part? Upgrading the scripts? Me hiding behind my brain trees? Andrew quitting his job? If you're asking about Andrew quitting his job, it was an awful experience. He was miserable every day of his life. and the person that was directly responsible for him having had to work with him in the past when we were college students. Not a fun person to work with. I feel like if you quit a job, that's almost always like a good thing. It's when you're fired that's the bad thing. Like quitting, you're making a... Generally, of course there's exceptions in all things, but like you're making a personal choice to get out of a situation. It's rare that people quit for, Andrew's not a fun person to work with? No, Andrew's a good person to work with. The person that was managing him was not a fun person to work with. Back in college, I knew them, and I had to work with them a couple of times for various things, and I never enjoyed that. So it's just like, oh, I could see why. I mean, I tried to coach him on how to get fired, but he refused. He wanted to do it the right way. No setting fires like I wanted. No, no, no. It just had to be in the upper little corner there. Maybe I grab the Spurs now. What's going on, Bigby? I feel like we're gonna need disperse, so maybe I do grab it right now. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna take disperse. I'm not patient enough. That'll do it. Maximum slowness. Well, there it is. No free room except for that one tile we just blew up. Well, I really hope I can get some silken sandals here. I'm waiting for them to clear out, but they make babies so fast. Alright, what we got? Sorceress Disc. Conjured Fang would be ideal, but again, there are burning enemies here, and burning enemies are real bad for us. And we could be silenced on this floor, which is also very bad for us. So let's re-roll. You're playing some Primordialis? Good choice. I hate that this game is a roguelike. Go on, elaborate, expand. Losing all my progress sucks, fat dick. I know what you mean, I know what you mean. Like, the fact that it's a game about, like, growing larger and taking all these little body parts, I kind of hope that they add, like, a less roguelike-y mode to it. But I imagine the modding scene will do that. Like, Noida, immediately the modding scene added a unroguelike mode to it, right? Like, I enjoy the roguelike-y elements. It makes me want to do, like, many runs in a row, but when you lose a really good run where you had a lot of fun stuff going on, it takes a lot of the wind out of your sails. But that happens with a lot of roguelikes in me. And I'm still in, like, the learning the game stage, and there's those frustrating elements of you see an enemy, and you're not quite sure what that enemy's gonna do, and then it one-shots you. Yeah, just like Noida. Again, like... this is all roguelikes for me. Like, if you have a really good run and you're still learning the game and like a thing one-shots you because you didn't understand the thing yet, just wind out of the sails. Like, I usually, like, I need to take a break from the game for a day. But at least eventually you learn. Like, eventually you know what all the wizards do in Noida. You know what all of the, I'll eventually know what the enemies in Primordialis do, and, like, that'll mitigate the problem. I have a slightly bigger problem with games... Like, I like The Binding of Isaac, but one part of Isaac I've never liked is the... It doesn't tell you anything about any of the items, and it has a huge amount of them. So it's like, here's a thing. And it's like, I don't know what this thing does. And... I'll never be able to memorize all of them, because there's thousands of them. Like, just give me some hints. Like, there's mods that fix that, and I refuse to play that game without those mods. But even besides that, The Binding of Isaac does the, like, these are randomized every time. These pills will be randomized, and, like, you'll never know what they do. You have to eat them to find out. And when one of those can, like, make you shit out bombs in a crucial moment and you die, like, oh. Oh. And a lot of those are troll items. Yeah, like, that kind of stuff is just... Like, if you were deep in a run and you died because of that, that's what wikis are for, yeah. Like, really, The Binding of Isaac is fixed for me immediately with just a mod that, like, when I walk up to a pedestal, it tells me this item does blank, because there's so many items that there are, like, anti-synergistic combinations. Like, Ipecac could be really good, but Ipecac could also destroy your build in certain situations, so, like, I'd like to know what things do. Staff of Heaven's Vengeance requires living, though. Blizzard. We've already rerolled. That's disappointing. So, definitely not going to a floor with Flame Maws. How bad would this floor be? Pretty bad? Pretty bad. Slimy Mushroom's pretty bad, too. Exceedingly bad, really. Oh, God. I think Bag of Spikes might be the way to go for one of these. These guys all have huge radiuses, though, so I don't think we want to go here. Yeah, we could Portal Key as well. I kind of want to save my Portal Keys if possible. Like, this floor is not too bad. There's only 2 slimy mushrooms. And I can make my trees healthier here. Take shielded minions right now. Or maybe I want Violent Warp. Bag of Spikes will do a lot of the work for me. That's Bag of Spikes. And frogs are living. If I could just kill a frog relatively quick, that gets me a shield. Alright, I am now shielded. Alright, we're good. We are golden. Immediately just protect myself. There we go. Need to regain the same parts and level, which you might not at all. Yep. I found myself mostly saving, like, starter designs. Like, oh, I picked up this in my first, like, 10 minutes. Like, let me turn into a thing real early. Later builds, which are arguably where you really want to save things, I see what you mean. It is still being worked on, so, like, I'll be curious to see where it goes as it's designed, as it's built, as it grows. Raiment of Eyes, Blood Ruby, Nature Helm. Anywhere with a portal key? Like, I want more portal keys. I want more get out of jail cards. A Sorceress Dagger would be nice. That's a dangerous floor. I can get more minion health, but I already just got one. And what kind of pets are these? Old Witch Lich, Burning Ice Slime, Slimy Spark Spirit. Depending on the layout, like we have some ranged minions here, but if we could just kind of hide, which we can definitely hide. I think we could just, No. Little tunneling bastards. Tunneling bastards would ruin this. Like, I don't really need the Sorcerer's Dagger, it's just nice to have. Might even just say, start with Void Lord, work my way backwards. Sadly, we only get up to 2 shields from our soul mail. Take this first, and then take shielded minions, and then take... That would let me kill a lot more readily with my magic missile. If I recall, you do... Each turn deal arcane damage to anyone on the floor. So suicide to go to a floor with Yggdrasil. Literally just cannot do a floor with Yggdrasil. I think maybe I take the word before I do anything. Word of Chaos makes this floor manageable. The problem here is Cobalt Camp. Yeah, the armor is relatively, like, balanced. Except for maybe, make millions of slimes armor, but even that requires you to take damage. Yeah, Word of Chaos. Plus they're electric, so we could probably kill them. Alright, the kobolds are dead. Can't see him. Disperse. Quicken units in the next patch. Can act to move / spell twice a turn. Nice. I'm excited for the AI overhaul that makes stuff like screens full of slimes no longer quite as punishing. Alright, I got my 2 shields. Ooh, toad beasts could be problematic, huh? Let's hide a little bit deeper in. Oh, sweet God, he could, like, just push things out of the way, huh? Just tonguing stuff out of the way. Yeah, we got plenty of trees out there. Oh no! If these things get too close and make holes here, that's gonna give people line of sight, and I don't want that. Alright, I feel a lot safer here. Swear to chaos, these fools. Okay, word of chaos is very important. And right now my trees are only doing 3 damage, so that fang in that box is very important. It is a crucial item for us. Come on, dude. Just disperse more trees. They're likely to end up where he is. Perfect. Alright, wait for my trees to go bye-byes. Quicken kobolds, then using vampirism to boost their damage. Interesting. I look forward to trying this out. Oh wait, it's a sorcerer's dagger. I thought this was a fang. God damn it. I forgot what I was finding here. Moon crown. There's a portal key there. And a portal key here. Is that a lich? Warlock lich could be fun. Let's think about it. Ghosts, Orc Hound Lord, Rolling Spike Balls, Pillar of Worms. Yeah, Sorcerer's Dagger is still good, especially, you know, we're still doing our magic missile. And there's other stuff we can grab. I just wanted fangs. I want my trees to do more damage. Alright, you're gonna summon your dogs. We got ghosts, we got spike balls, poison, 10 range, and then a void phoenix. I'll probably reroll though. Come on, sandals. Just Mothman of completely immune to arcane. Winter links, drill shoes though. Drill shoes could be good. Really, we want our winter, not our winter, sorry, our silken link, silken sandals. I feel like I can't go here. Like, I want drill shoes, but that's bad. It's bad news. Darkness though. Doesn't blind you or your allies. Yeah, we'll probably just take darkness. And this is not that bad. Except for burning breath stealers. God damn it. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna pee. But I think, just from looking at this, that I might be alright. Right now. We made it to floor 20 a little bit earlier, but every single version of the floor I rolled had enemies with like 8 tile wide burning radiuses that do, you know, doesn't matter how much damage they do. So like we spawned in and instantly died. I just couldn't find a version of a floor that didn't have that. Speaking of burning, we have enemies that are burning. That said, if I were to go down here, this is a 3x3 idol. Which means it cannot go anywhere on this floor except for this one spot. So if I spawn here, and I put a tree next to me, I can then Word of Chaos and nothing can randomly show up next to me. So that is a relatively safe way to do this. Anywhere else I go, if I use Word of Chaos, there's a chance a burning thing will just teleport next to me, and I will die. Problem with the burning is my trees also are not great with the burning, but thankfully we have some metallic trees. It's a tricky one, 1d8 damage, it's a tricky one. But this is the one spot I can be confident nothing can randomly be next to me as I do some dispersals. There, just like that. Wrong button. You don't hate yourself enough to do this one? Are you guys lightning? If it wasn't for this, we'd be done already. Kobolds are the other thing I'm somewhat afraid of here. Oh my god. Alright, we have our 2 shields at the very least. Come on. Alright, we got some trees out and about. Let's stopwatch just to give the trees some time to grow. And with 2 shields, at least I don't have to worry about dying suddenly, randomly, senselessly. Alright, bud. I can try and send you out into the world so you can do some work. I'll hide in here. If I wanted to shoot this guy... If he takes a step forward... I'll be able to shoot. But more likely, I'm just going to disperse problems away. And just hope. There he goes, alright. Current upgrades, the only thing we have upgraded is Psychic Seedling with Psychic Fields. Nothing else is upgraded just yet. We're going to be taking Disruption Bolt later. And we're going to be taking Echoing Chaos for Word of Chaos. Ugh, these burning cats are the real problem. Once we're out of cats, I won't worry as much. There's only 2 left. Honestly, I think I'm alright at this point. Whoa, 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 whoa. One cat remains. Oh, I'm locked into this position now. And I can only shoot stuff that stands on these 2 tiles. Alright, the trees are slowly closing in on them. Victory is at hand. They just don't know it yet. And my trees are going around back. Yes, good work, trees. Last burning thing's dead, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, now the trees have already spread out. Just for efficiency's sake here. Come on, you. There we go. There's a chance that this could spawn a Chimera here, which I'm a little worried about. That's exactly what I meant. Come on. Alright, we're good now. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Just let nature take over. There they go. Okay. Take darkness. Sorcery staff, exploding boots, geometry staff, arcane amplifier, miniaturization shrine. If it's safe, if it's a decent level layout. They've got 5 range, it's not that bad. You're melee only, right? Yep. You guys are the ones that we need to be a little worried about. But even then... But getting a miniature memory staff so we could take a different staff would be good. Soul mail being miniaturized would be good. Either one of those. Breath Stealers are melee only. I think we could just... we can handle this one. Nice little walled-in area over here. Alright. Disperse my problems away! Hope something living dies real soon. There we go. We're out of chaos again. Surely there's more living stuff, right? Come on. Metallic ghosts, come on. How my trees doing out in the wilds? Not as good as I want them to be doing, that's for sure. That'll buy us some time. I gotta find some potions. I need some mana potions. I need a tree to grow right next to me, please. I'm afraid of you. Your little bolt's a little worrisome for me. But you should die soon. There he goes. Okay, I think we'll be alright. Do you think Crossfire is better than Ricochet in builds like this? I really like Ricochet, but Crossfire is also very good, especially when you have a lot of arcane minions like this. It really depends on, like, what are you planning on doing? Like, if I were not doing Flawless and I wasn't hiding, like... I'm basically just hiding this run. We're going to really be tunneling into a little hole and making a lot of trees and letting them do a lot of work. And Disperse is going to be used to keep things away from me, so I probably wouldn't take Crossfire, because I'm not looking to really be engaged in combat very much. Like, I'm taking Disruption Bolt because If we run into something immune to arcane, disruption bolt's a way to do some damage that we won't otherwise be able to do. But we also have another solution for that problem that we're going to be taking soon. Probably at the end of this floor, I think. But I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll have 10 spell points. I think I have enough at the end of this floor. Which is Sonic Shielding. Sonic Shielding will get some physical damage in the mix. But, Crossfire is really fun when you have a lot of minions like this. But I'm a big fan of Ricochet, because you can shoot around corners. You don't need line of sight with Ricochet. And then if you're also doing Ricochet and you have Disperse with Violent Warp, you get so many magic missiles that way. If you happen to have Word of Ice and Ice Tap, you could just obliterate everybody that way. One thing I like is Arcane Crossfire with Glittering Dance. You could generate fairies to shoot your missile for you. So you don't really have to worry about, like, speccing into a particular conjuration spell. And if you're doing any translocation, which you probably are, it's just it's a good combination. Alright, the last problem enemy is going to die right now. Well, alright, now that he's dead, let's get these trees to work. Just disperse trees until we get some up by that spawner over there. Well, I did what I could. You just have to wait. Wait for those trees to grow up. That spawner's in such a crappy location. Well, he tried to spawn something, but he can't. There's no room for him. Well, one day one of those trees will grow up if we're lucky. These trees gotta grow up, man. What these childish things behind them? Grow up. You need a good PC just to run this at X Turbo. Supposedly, according to Opportunity, the next update will have a rework on how the AI works, and it should go a lot faster for when you're doing trees and slimes. Because yes, like, things get rather slow when there's a lot of things trying to take their turns. What's funny is, like, most of these, literally every single one of them that isn't this one, doesn't need to take a turn because there's no way for them to do anything. Just hold this button down until it lets me win. I'm sure plenty of people do dumb builds like this. I'm not the only one. There we go. I got rid of the frames to make it process faster. Alright. We need shielded minions. And sonic shielding. Perfect. You know, before I choose, let's look ahead. Is it just Slaz? Like, just a few Slazes? Like, Poison Bolt's a little scary, given that, like, persistent damage, but he has to see me to do that. But do we actually want any of that? No. Like, we don't want that equipment. Don't care for Sparkloom. Jar of Ectoplasm I would probably be into, but Idol of Insanity is suicide. Each turn, 50% chance to teleport everything 4 tiles away randomly. With Fey Huntsman around? No. So we're gonna re-roll. Scepter of Sorrow, Ghost Slippers, Codex of Sacrifice, Metallic Helm. Codex of Sacrifice. What happens if you have no health? How does Codex, like, would Codex Sacrifice just not proc? Amnesia Shrine? Well, I guess I could forget Darkness. He'll just kill you, probably. It used to give you free stuff. Like, that's why I wasn't sure, because I remember it just giving me giving me spells, but I feel like I remember that being changed. Do that in the builder. In the build I'm in the beta branch. I assume it'll kill me. I could take Talking Hat, I suppose. Yeah, let's miniaturize the memory staff. It'll never kill you. Okay, so it's not instant death. I mean, double teleporter's okay too. Worm Shambler's a bummer. Fleshbound Centaurs are a little scary. Thunderbirds aren't that bad. That sounds like a challenge Chris will meet, but it probably won't give me anything. Let's see. If we go here, we get Talking Hat. That's a free cast on Darkness. And you could spit out little balls. Wee little balls. But if I fill the space... Can they hurt me if I don't have an open spot for the small worm to appear? Or is the bolt still a damaging spell, regardless of the little ball? It's an important distinction I need to think about. I've never really paid close attention. I feel like they need space for the ball to happen. It'll damage me? Alright, well that makes them a little scarier. Makes them a slight bit scarier, but we have a fairly safe spot up here. Toxic Gaze, 14 range is a little wide, but I can hide around this little nook here. We're gonna take the book and see what happens. now that I plugged the hole here, chaos it up again. What's going on, Disposable? Alright, I got my trees. They're out there growing. How are you today, Disposable? I have my 2 shields now. So the major scary parts I'm fairly safe from. My northern soul's being murdered by this damnable heat wave. Yeah, as someone that hates the hot, I feel you there. Welcome to the flawless challenge run. We almost won, and then we got really screwed by RNG, and now we're once more relatively comfortable. But when you only have 1 hit point, you never feel super safe. Okay. The Gorgon is dead. And by Gorgon, I mean the swamp lady. So we don't have to worry about someone with poison gaze getting me. So let's go ahead and spread some more trees around. Good old Tainted Lost type experience. 1 hit point, yep. Have fun traumatizing your players. We're going with the cowards builds, where we just make a lot of trees that spread themselves and then hide. If nothing can get to me to hurt me, then we're safe. Yeah. I could go with shielded minions instead of violent warp, which makes a lot of sense. Like, just give more shields to my trees. But they already have 3 shields, and like sonic shielding, already getting a lot of work out of the 3 shields. Out of curiosity, if we did do it, they gain 3 shields. Doesn't care whether or not they have shields or not. So yeah, I might do it. 6 shields is better than 3 when it comes to sonic shielding. Alright, there's no way a wormball can get close enough to hurt me at this point, so... in the interest of getting some trees in more functional locations. Wait a minute. Summons them at a random location. So I want to be a little careful there. They can be summoned where I am. But I should be covered in a second. There we go. Nothing can spawn just next to me now. Well, with the spawner's dead, I'm not gonna tempt fate. I'm just gonna let my trees do their work. Because if something spawns in that upper left corner, it would have line of sight on me, and that would be bad. Come on. Only one spot that could possibly go that would be dangerous. In a second, it should go away. Well, really, in a second, the problem will be dead, and I don't have to worry anymore. And we are safe now. Okay. Well then, if that's the case. Try and teleport more fully grown trees directly to our enemies. Perfect teleport. There we go. If we fill in the spaces, they can't split anymore. Yes. Now just wait for the trees to go bye-bye. Well, let's find out what happens with the Codex of Sacrifice. If we die, that means opportunity lied, and people died. Lightning spells. We're not doing lightning spells. But Spriggan Maker, on the other hand. Spriggan Maker would be busted fun. Troublers. But again, we do now have our trees capable of doing physical damage in response. We have a place to hide. So I think we'll be okay. And let's also get that echoing word of chaos. That way our 2 casts is functionally 4 casts. The Storm Drakes we kill on our first cast, the Silent Spectres will die quick enough. Let's make sure nothing is next to us at any point. There we go. Sowing my oats. Alright, you don't have like an AoE or anything. But you will silence me. That's okay. Silencing does not really bother me. I got 2 shields. You know, I can just remove this Silent Spectre from the equation. Problem solved. Oh, wait, the Troublers will not cast. Uh-oh. I only have 1 death dice. How do we solve this problem? They are metallic brain trees. How many spell points, though? Shit. I can kill you. I can kill you. Problem is the 2 I can't reach. Alright, we gotta be a little bit proactive here. I need you out in the open. Ideally, I need you out in the open. Okay. You're the one with shields. You have a shield too, though. Like, you have a ranged attack, right? Alright, I'll solve him. There we go. Oh! Little bastard. No shield, no shield. I don't care. I'm just getting out of this. I ain't risking it. Those are the problems. Enemies that won't attack because they are arcane resistant. That makes troublers rather dangerous. Spriggan Maker. That'll keep me rolling in shields. Enchanting Dagger. Oh. Alright, not immune to arcane, not immune to arcane, not immune to arcane, not immune to arcane. The birds will die real quick. I have a good place to hide. This is an easy floor. Two. One. Goodbye, birds. Well, two of the birds managed to survive. Good for them. You know what? Just good for them. Plant more trees. Plant one more tree directly in front of me. And then Word of Madness one more time. Alright. Between the trees and the Spriggans. Oh, wait a minute! We got Word of Madness here. We are, in fact, getting the word spells. I almost didn't notice. Word of Madness isn't the most useful because it does berserk our pets, though. That said, Lord of the Word's definitely going to be a thing we want. Oh, yeah. Spriggan's mean will always have two shields. Except for when we first start a level, which is the most dangerous time. I want Void Lord for the damage upgrade that'll give our sonic shielding. But I might take Hexmaster first. That would obviously, now that we're going to get a second dagger, that would do a lot of work. That one bear just taking all this. Word of Undeath. I mean, my trees aren't living. All undead units have the current and maximum HP doubled. All other units except the caster lose half their max HP. I guess if we're careful about when we cast it, we could use it. Ah, no, no, no. That dagger, you could really make Hexmaster do some wild damage. Because it's per debuff. With stuff like melting armor, you can get like massive stacks on there. Jar of ectoplasm. Well then. Some ghostly trees would be hilarious. Except we can't go there. Yggdrasil is instant death. Yggdrasil, you're a bastard! Each turn, deal 1 arcane or dark damage to enemy units in a 50 tile radius, the whole map. So Yggdrasil just closes off Jar of Ectoplasm. We're not allowed to go there. Natural Vigor or Conjured Aggression would be nice. But that wide open floor means Grand Warlock is a bastard. Conjured Dagger. We could take the flag for making trees faster, but Void Slimes is the worst for us. This looks like a reroll. Pets. Sigils. I guess we could take a claw. Petrification's a bummer. And again, it's like a percentage upgrade. So that's 1 point of damage for our minion. I really gotta get some fangs. What kind of pets we got? Slimy Frosty Tormentor. He'll kill me. Let's reroll. I've already rerolled. No. Alright. This is probably the easiest floor. And I'm all about those easy floors. Nothing here is flying either. Sure, we'll take a sigil. Have your tongue lash. That puts me in the danger zone. Just disperse it away. We're in chaos. Oh my god. Do you mind? No, 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 no. The hell is this? Electric troll spawner? I don't like that. You gotta be kidding me. Stop putting them near me. Oh yeah, I forgot about Hexmaster. Hex Specialist, rather. Hex Specialist. Do 7 damage per debuff. We'll get more debuffs in there. Alright, Kobold Camp will be gone soon. Statue will be gone soon. And the frogs don't exactly have much room to roam at this stage. There goes the kobolds. There goes the statue. And just a frog remains. And now he's dead. Oh, there's a troll left. Okay, when we do Word of Chaos, we'll get a lot of free damage. And Sonic Shielding will also give us a lot of free damage. Lich, Drider, Nightmare Turtle. 1 arcane damage to enemy units in a radius. Poisons all enemies in line of sight. Poisons all enemies. Yeah, Word of Ice is excellent here. Like, Word of Madness is a little tricky because it berserks everything, including our pets. But Word of Chaos, Word of Ice, and Word of Beauty are all pretty awesome and safe. Snowy Fur Sphere. This is looking pretty re-rolly to me. Arcane Shields. Honestly, Arcane Shield, Frozen Fragility, either are kind of alright for what we're doing. Lightning Artist, though, is a bummer. And that is not the best shape. However, if I just open up with Word of Chaos, we'll be alright. And you're living. Let's just really think about it. Fey Fire Drake. So Word of Chaos. Stun every enemy. Teleport them random times. So we don't have to worry about the Cockatrices or the Flame Rifts. The Flame Rifts are gonna die. Cockatrices will be stunned. Artists are gonna be stunned, but they have shields, unfortunately. Mind Maggots. Fire Drake. Gain a shield every 5 turns. It won't be great, but I think we can do it. Just start right up over here. Take Void Lord. Alright, it's a little scary. We have 5 turns. 2 turns. 1 turn. Now we Word of Ice. We have our 2 shields. He has Clarity. Send him away. God damn, you came back? Wonder how he ended up coming back. Word of Chaos about to go off again. Oh god. Alright, it's just them left now. Oh, I cast Word of Chaos twice by mistake. I was looking for Word of Ice before. Hey, Word of Ice? Damn Clarity. There we go. Getting the silence effects and stuff is good. Just more damage for us. He's poisoned. Yeah, Hex Specialist is doing its damage. There's only so many targets, so it's not doing a lot. But it's doing the work. And Word of Beauty. I can just heal all my trees, I suppose. Stuns all arcane units. Maybe we won't be using that one very much. It's more shields for me. We'll take the shields. Jar of Embers seems exciting, but our trees, we don't want them blowing up. Because then we just lose more trees that way. I think I'm gonna re-roll. Arch Enchanter. Enchantment spells and skills gain damage charges duration. It's the duration part that might be interesting. No. Arch Enchanter doesn't really help us out. I guess I could take a claw. You know what? Fire Lord would actually help out. For the damage and the radius on Prince of Ruin. Because I'm going to take Crackle Void. That'll spread some nice lightning damage around. So yeah, we can take Fire Lord. Mischief Maker's a bummer. Fey Glass Golems. And once again, Coctrice is just the worst. Ooh, there's a very nice spot for me to spawn though. Alright. 1 turn, so we do Word of Ice now. Keep them locked down. And then it repeats Word of Chaos. We disperse. A seedling. A seedling. We disperse. We check something. One turn. We Word of Ice again. We disperse. Seedling. Seedling. We chaos. Man. We can really just lock things down with both Word of Ice and Word of Chaos. Like, that's just most of the work right there. You are an arcane minion. Damn. I could just stun him. What a little jerk. I could just Death Dice to get rid of this guy. What a bummer. I might take Inferno Engines for these situations. And then we just need any fire spell. Well, let's just... Wait, does he randomly teleport? 10% chance to blink. Like, I have a dude on the move who's capable of doing physical damage. And not a chance anymore. Wait. There's a chance. Ha! Glad I waited. No, friendly auras are not a problem. But if I can avoid taking it, I want to avoid taking it. Crackle Void. Prince of Ruin. Flaming Claw, Purifier. Man, I just cannot catch a break when it comes to getting a... I just need a Nature Fang, Arcane Fang, or Conjuration Fang. Can't seem to find any of those. Sorceress Dagger. Searing Heat. Ooh. I mean, I was talking about taking Searing Heat. I'll take it as a freebie for sure. Each turn deals 1 dark arcane damage to enemies in a 4-tile radius. No, I don't think I will go here. Bit of a bummer. Like, as a freebie, that's excellent. Would super be into that. Venom Spit it is. Blazing Vampire. has the same problem here. Alright, first question. Word of Ice will freeze all non-ice immune enemies. So, will be frozen, will be frozen, will be frozen, will be frozen. Just need to make sure I'm nowhere near 4 tile radius. Got through the walls though. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's these enemies that scare me. What about over here? Oh, okay. See, that's way better. This is just a perfectly safe floor. Oh, it's a flaming eyeball. But it's okay, it's not a AoE damage eyeball. Freeze, punks. Like, I wanted that stuff, but much more important that I stay alive. Bam. So it's dagger it is, I guess. Sorcerer's Fang, you're killing me, game. Sorcerer's Fang. Warblord, Hypocrisy, reroll. Void Spikes is pretty nice. Moonspeaker requires us to have holy minions. Flame Force, Moon Crown, electric stuff. Yeah, I would be into Void Spikes. Let's just take a quick peek at what we got to deal with here. Nothing to worry about here. Like, if I open with Word of Beauty, I could hurt these guys. Word of Beauty does lightning damage. It's weird. You would think it would do the holy damage. Alright, so we got you guys. We got you guys. The volcano turtles are the scary ones. 3 meteors each turn at random locations in a radius of 6. They explode with a 2-tile radius. Frostby is a little scary. Is there someplace relatively safe I could start? Up here is not too bad. There's not too bad. It's a fire minion too. think I might Word of Ice to start, just to freeze these guys. I don't want them moving while I'm trying to set up. I gotta fill this whole area first. I can't have them spawning next to me. Now there's only one turtle left. This is why it's fun to have a maker staff of any kind. And Prince of Ruin. It's just... this happens on its own. And shielded minions is still a thing, so they're all capable of doing the good work. Word of Chaos is gonna go off again soon. Damn, Spriggans. Ain't got room for other stuff. Word of Ice? Why not? Nope, that was Word of Chaos again. God damn it. Well, just gotta wait it out. You don't have any ranged attacks I need to worry about. The Spriggans really slow it down. This game rules. It is one of my favorites for a reason. You know what? It'll be bad for my poor trees, but whatever. Word of beauty. Just to hurt this man. Who is almost dead. Bone Barrage, yeah. Now that we make millions, but it's only when we have our Shamblers available to help us out. You lean into heavy poison and nature stuff with Psychic Seedlings? Nice. I go for my good friend Sonic Shielding. Love Sonic Shielding. Because the trees being arcane minions, they already get extra shields that way. It's just, chef's kiss. If you guys would be kind enough to murder him already, I'd be much obliged. What are your stats? It's getting so slow, man. Alright, it's time for super fast mode. Let me just put more ceilings around me just in case. I don't believe I need to worry, but... him being the only thing left. Come on! Come on! Ah. These guys are really slowing things down for me. I blame the Spriggans for this. Alright, now he's a pile of shamblers. Thankfully, there's not a lot of room. Makes me feel pressure to get the next patch out. I was talking about how excited I am for the one that's going to make it not go slow when we have a lot of minions. That'll be the most significant change ever. Like, that'll really be a big one. Because there's a lot of different ways that you could really, like, crowd the screen, both, like, you and the game itself with slimes. So this is a fairly common occurrence. It'll be real nice. Real nice. Well, they're in there somewhere. But with Prince of Ruin and Cracker, there we go. Get out of here. Go on, get. Void spikes. Oh my god, a fang. We finally found one. Is it a floor we could do? It has volcanic turtles, which are a little scary. Storm fiends are fine. Annihilation goos. The furnace is scary. Nothing here is ice immune, so we could open up with a nice quick freezing of everybody. Use that time to, like, make it so we don't have to worry about anything showing up next to me. Is anything here considered living, though? Just the Acers, huh? It's a little scary. Yeah. Endless ice. Cast your chill wind up to 3 enemies. Sorry, echoing ice. Echoing ice. I'm also thinking I want to grab, you're a 3x3. I need to keep him so far away. Getting Lord, Word Lord, or whatever it's called. It's like, we have so many word spells that are useful. I mean, 2 of them, really. 3-ish. Of course, the demon units we have are lightning immune, little jerks. But I can largely lock this place down, except for the 2 bosses. It's dangerous, but I think we could hack it. Normally I like being hidden. Whew. Whoa, 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 why are you awake, sir? See, it's shit like that that makes things scary. We are very much in the danger zone for him. I can't teleport close to you. God damn, he's ruining a perfectly good location. I could just Word of Ice again. I don't know why he's unfrozen. Everyone else is frozen. Everyone else got the goddamn memo. You know what? Darkness. Darkness. Darkness works. Okay, he can't see me. Now I have shields. That works for me. Alright. Just making so nothing can get too close. Do you have clarity? No, you don't. Master Time and True Permanence, that's on my list. That is on my list. Those are things I want. These arcane resistant goobers are very disappointing. Do do do. Send more trees out there. You little bastard. Their random teleport is such a large radius. Alright, furnace is going down pretty soon. Annihilation Goos were lucky. They don't do arcane damage. Which means they're able to attack and be hurt by my trees. The fact that they're immune to arcane, though, is still a bummer. How I hate you. As long as we have lots of trees. Come on. Get rid of that spooter. Alright, it's just me and some Annihilation Goose. If these trees would be so kind as to spread all the way up to my little nook, I'll feel very good. Because then I won't have to worry anymore. Come on, trees. Fill in the nook. Whoa. Come on. Just want to hold the pass turn button. I'm not going to do that when there's a chance. There we go. Alright, they are guaranteed to die. The trees could soft lock this. Nah. Because these guys have a non-arcane attack, like they're doing physical damage. A physical tongue lash. That means they will eventually die. They take physical damage when they attack my trees. They have to opt to attack my trees, though. Could you go faster, maybe? Attack things more often? Like they're taking sonic shielding and crackle void damage. It's not gonna be fast, but it will work. And they're slowly being forced to be closer together, which means more crackle void damage. We're corralling them. Trees don't have infinite shields, but they do generate baby trees. As long as they kill trees every once in a while, we're good. We're playing the long game here. I guess there's one other thing I could do to make this go faster, and it is kind of tempting. I hate doing this, but it means this will be over just a little sooner. Since they're in line of sight of the Driders. And now we put it on Super Turbo, and we just wait for victory. Those are liches. If we two word of undeath, they'll never die. We'll double their health. Annihilation Goo Lich, they are undead. That's why they had the poison immunity. Actually, I think they have the poison immunity because of the goo part. But having things not be immune to poison means we get more damage on other stuff, so it's still nice to have. Good for a lot of the boss fights, too, that we're going to encounter on the next floor. I've only gotten one portal key this entire round. That is ridiculous. You know, I should have taken a bunch of other stuff instead of that, now I think about it. Like, we could have just taken, Bone Barrage would have been nice, as Opportunity Drive pointed out earlier. I also would have been happy with, like, Vampiric Gaze. Because I don't think they're... Oh, they're probably Dark Immune because they're liches, right? God, you're healthy! 50% physical resistance, 75% dark resistant. Like, they're going to die. No matter what, they will die. I just get antsy. Just balance the flashlight on my spacebar. So how is everybody in chat doing? How is everybody? While we wait for these things to just kind of bite the dust here. Oh, my friend finally got around to watching Talk to Me. If I recall, Talk to Me was that director's, like, first movie, and that's an incredible first movie. But their second movie... Ooh. Bring Her Back is the movie the Talk to Me folks made after they made Talk to Me. And Bring Her Back will, like, stick with you. That was a movie. Not the kind of thing I can recommend to a lot of people, but, like, if you like horror movies, especially ones that will, like, get under your skin a bit, Bring Her Back. If you have squeamishness about, like when you see gory things, it's not a super gory movie, but it happens, like there is gore, woof. Very, very, like, gets right to you kind of gore. Well done, too, like, damn, some very good prosthetics work. But it's really, like, where the story goes and what happens to the characters that'll mess you up a bit. Good old Slow and Steady here, playing some Terra Invicta. I feel like that's supposed to be a game I need to look at some point. I feel like I remember you telling me about it. It sounds like something I would have fun with. I might take a look at He Is Coming Soon, because I liked the demo, and I was watching Fury play it, and it looks like a good time. And typically, games that Fury likes, I typically like too, so it seems like a good bet. Do you like 4X games? I do. I don't stream 4X games very much, or at all, really. But, like, growing up, I played a lot of, technically not 4X games, but, like, Heroes of Might and Magic has always been a game franchise I've very much enjoyed, and that's 4X adjacent. Lord of Magic. You only held for about 20 minutes, not much agency. A big complaint a lot of people have from the Steam reviews is like gear and therefore builds are very much RNG driven. Like, you don't have any control over what you find. But the vibe of the game on the exploration really remind me of like stuff I would get kind of sucked into as a kid. Like, I just like wandering around weird fantasy environments, and it doesn't matter what the graphics are like. It's all the same to me. Like, you can give me a Skyrim or you can give me an 8-bit, and I'll have an equally fun time wandering around and exploring. But it's still being worked on, like as an early access experience. So I have hope that maybe there'll be a little bit more agency toward builds as the game gets worked on. Fury was saying he really enjoys just exploring and like trying to figure out new recipes. Like, you don't have a lot of control over your build based on what you find, but there is a lot of control over like how you use ingredients for the recipes, which I find interesting. Terra Invictica is a spreadsheet with hard sci-fi flavor on top. Alright, maybe not Terra Invicta then. Like, I would probably still enjoy it, but that's a little less high on my list now. Morrowind's Mushroom Volcano Island was pretty cool. I like the stilt strategies. I mean, I always say, out of all the Elder Scrolls stuff, Morrowind is the best one, mostly because it felt like it had the best world building. And I realize it's all one world, but like Morrowind's little corner of that world had the best in terms of like weird fun stuff to bump into. If someone were to tune in right now and they don't know what Rift Wizard is, and this is what they see, I wonder if they would be confused. I assume they would be confused. There's really no reason for me to like stop the turns passing just to check their health, because if it's not 0, I don't need to look. So like we just let it keep going. Northern Journey. 10 out of 10 nails the atmosphere of exploring magical Norway lands. Like, I like just... Like, Elden Ring, I mostly agree with Alias that the open world aspect wasn't adding all that much, but I still enjoyed just wandering around Elden Ring and exploring the world. So I like just kind of wandering in good fantasy environments. That's how I feel whenever you play Rift Wizard. Like, normally I could explain what's going on. This one, like, if someone shows up, it's like, well, I have the game set to super fast, and we're just waiting for 2 enemies to die by 1,000 cuts. Fallout 1 remake in the Doom engine. In the Doom engine? Like the original Doom? I'm still a monster that thinks that Fallout was at its best in 1 and 2, and I didn't, like, I played through 3, I enjoyed 3, but, like, 1 and 2 are still the best. I prefer my isometric experiences over first person all the time, any day of the week. Alright. Infernal Furnace Fiend. Does anything here have, like, damaging AoEs? Turtles again. And he has a damaging AoE. And then over here, no damaging AoE, no damaging AoE, no damaging AoE, no damaging AoE. Trembling Mass could be a problem, but no damaging AoE. As long as I could, like, shuffle people around, I think we'll be okay. I played New Vegas relatively early on, and it had a lot of the jank problems. I guess we'll portal key here, just in case we could find something truly nice. Insanity Fiend, Volcanoes. Toadthorn might be nice. Yeah, I was playing the vanilla experience for sure. I think this might be the one. Except for these stupid turtles. Turtles. Ooh. I mean, technically, once I do a shuffle... No, it's too small. Enchanter's Boon, Master of Space. Okay. This ain't too bad. Massive Eyes. Twilight Knights are annoying. Bone Shamblers, Reapers, Raven Mage, Lamassu, Shrapnel Beast. Like, there's some scary shit, but, like, I could freeze everything to start, I can kind of hide up here, and I could build a buffer. A buffer of trees. Everything's frozen, that's what you like to see. And I got my 2 shields. Siphon shields. Turn that 2 into a 20. Oh, yeah. Good. 20 shields makes me feel rather safe. Word of Chaos is gonna echo. What's going on, Zane? Who needs HP, right? HP just holds people back. Oh, yeah. It won't be a fast victory, but once again, like, this is kind of what we want to see. Just really don't have room for anyone. Let's make sure Shrapnel Beast cannot teleport next to me. Acceptable. Oh, if I had 2 spell points, I can get... I could have given more shields to my things, but that's fine. Now we still got the Mordred fight. The initial use of HP was for how many anti-ship shells you could take before sinking. I sink without even being hit by a shell. It takes 14 to take me down. Need to spread my trees around. The 20 shields is critical. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Let's just do bag of spikes here in a way. The Shrapnel Beast can't maybe end up next to me in 3 turns. Yeah, he should probably just switch places with the frog. Or go nowhere, that works too. Okay, well, we got all of our trees out there. 1 trillion Spriggans. Shrapnel Beast is poisoned. Eat for your health. I think I saw a spell point. Let's put my mouse over it. If I can get a spell point, I can re-up shields on people, which would be quite helpful for winning. I don't think anything here is capable of doing 20 individual attacks on a turn. Okay. Let's put Protective Warp on. That way when I warp a bunch of stuff, they show up with 3 shields and Sonic Shielding can just keep on proccing. There he goes. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba. Sadly, he can only take 700 damage in a turn. Stupid frog. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, you're a living frog, if I understand correctly. If I do my calculations correctly, as a living frog, I do believe Word of Undeath will cut your maximum health in half, sir. Word of Undeath. It's not good for my stuff either, but who cares? Do. Just make sure no one here is an undead frog. He's got 7,000 health. As a max, I should say. Only 701 health left now. Fool! Is Opportunity Drive still here? Maybe. Maybe. Did you find a bug? Down he goes. Let everyone get out of here. We're not spending blood. All spells and skills gain range and radius. Whenever you cast a self-targeting enchantment spell, a random minion also casts it. I mean, I have siphoned shields. Don't think we're gonna take Enchanter's Boon. Although... Okay, Enchantress Boon. We gotta get 2 spell points. Reroll. I kinda regret what I just did. But only a little bit. Alright, Word of Chaos to start, because nothing has, like, AoE damage here. It's just on death, which we're not going to kill them with Word of Chaos, but we will stun everything, including Mordred. And then Siphon Shields puts me at 20, so that makes me feel a lot safer. Oh boy. Get these turtles out of here. I mean, as far as, like, places you could put me, this is the... I have no complaints. I would really like to get some, spell points, but... Mordred doesn't have clarity. Ice this up. Damn it, Mordred. Lo-fi Tokyo 90s. Excellent choice. I am also a fan of nice lo-fi 80s, 90s, Japan. God, a Death Chiller? We're at Chaos. Damn it, Death Chiller, why are you so close to me all the time? If I can get 2 spell points. But 1's good enough for now. You know, it would be so worth it. I'm gonna use the one I picked up. Grab this. We're gonna get Restless Minions. That way, all of my stupid Spriggans. Game Store recently started putting up anime in the event TVs. Just went through Yu Yu Hakusho. Excellent choice. That was one I really liked as a kid. Mana potion. Word of Chaos. Mordred, I don't appreciate you being in a wall, so let's go ahead and put you in a different wall. Not what I meant, Mordred. There we go. Somewhere where things can slap you around. So everything that works for him is dead. So when he swaps places with me, I don't need to worry very much. But is interposition going to happen first? No, Void Tango is going to happen first. That's perfect. And he died from poison, so he ended up over here. Sucker! Alright, there go all of his shields. This is definitely a Word of Chaos situation. Just try and fill up any empty spots with trees. Alright, Mordred dies. He has 1 life left. He's in a bad situation already. Yeah, this tree rave is in your honor, Mordred. Any Spriggan he kills will get me skeletons. Excuse me? What happened? Just suddenly I'm here. Undead allies regenerate 3 HP per turn? Sure. He just put me on a chest randomly. Hey, Mordred. Mordred's the only enemy, right? All right. Rift Wizard 2 is now 100%ed. The Dark Wizard is slain. His beasts have been broken and made tame. Beauty of Avalon will be built again. Your soul spirit is sleep and dream once more. Alrighty. Special shout out to Tome of Sacrifice, giving me all of the words for no health, because I had no health already. Waiting on a weekly run that isn't utterly impossible. I've had some fun weeklies, but yeah, they're often very difficult. Sonic Shielding and Crackle Void and Hex Specialist did all the work. Magic Missile to open. A nice jar to make our trees a little bit hardier. Planning for the future in terms of taking the enchantment dagger for later. Early shields were provided by the soul mail there, which was very handy dandy. Early floors we just turtled. Turtling works. It's slow, but it works. Just fill the whole board with trees. Every goddamn time. Eventually, though, we did get the Tome of Sacrifice, and as we got more words, it eventually became a system of just stun lock. Like Word of Chaos with repeating chaos and Word of Ice, and we could just hold the floor on lock while we gathered some shields and generated damage. Sonic Shielding, Hex Specialist, those are where all of our damage were coming from. Crackle Void helping out. And then eventually, Spriggan Maker. It was no more trees, it was all other trees, walking trees. And then down goes Pope. Siphon shields kept us extra safe at 20 shields, but 11,000 damage with sonic shielding on this one. Not a fast run, but a good run. Ah, very good.